What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Sorry about that delay. Hope everyone is well. Hope everybody is doing well. We are coming on in. A little later than I normally am because I was trying to take care of some business. But we are here now, honey. We are here now. I'm getting myself all situated. Hope everybody had a happy Tuesday. Can y'all hear me now? I think I hit my button. All right, I'm coming up. As you guys know, I will be doing an interview on Monday, April the 29th with Winter Harris from Love and Marriage DC. At that point, part 2 of the reunion will have dropped. And baby, we're going to talk all about it, honey. We're going to talk all about it. For those of you that do not follow the show, Love and Marriage DC, you guys may or may not know that she did her interview with Queen Sheba, where she sort of uncovered some things as far as pay and things of that nature, and some of the behind the scenes things that she said went down on her first season and at the reunion last year. And she sort of takes responsibility for coming back. She says she wanted her redemption story because she felt like she was painted as the villain last season, and she wanted an opportunity to come back and sort of have her, have her redemption arc, right? But obviously it didn't work the way she thought it was going to work. So anyway, that for those people that say, well, why did you come back? If it was so horrible, why did you come back? Well, that's why she came back. Now, did it work out the way she thought it was going to work? I don't think so. But that's why she came back. Well, we're definitely going to get into more of those things. All right. Let me get into what we here. Hey, you guys. All right. I'm so sorry. Ooh, as soon as I hit the button, I yawned. Let me say hi to the people. We already have 87 people in the room. So if you have not done so already, please hit that like button. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. What's up, Cajun? Hey, Mia. What's up, V? That old windbag kept talking and wouldn't child. You know what, El Tady, you ain't gonna be happy till El Tady get you. Hey, Mamiana, Miss Kiki. Hey, Keisha, Lady Virtue, Tan, Gabby, Diamond Pearl, Natty Spencer. Hey. Hey, Carol, Tracy, Montrez. Hey, Ina. What's up, Cub Star? Miss Wooders. Hey. Bill Withers, Bobby McPherson, and other classics. Congratulations, Bill Withers. What's going on? What you talking about, Miss Withers? What you dropping in my chat? You just dropping random names in my chat and saying congratulations. Well, they just got into the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or something. That's what that sound like. That sound like some names of people that's going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What them names, Miss Withers? If you gonna drop it, give us the whole story, girl. Hey, Marilyn. What's going on? Amber. Black Empress. Alexis. Tracy said, get them lights up. Miss Baythang. What's up, Peace? Hey, boo. Makia, Yana. I just want to make sure I'm saying hi to the people. Questions. Why Brother Teddy like to get your pressure up? Hey, Diva Nicole. Hey, Southern Belle. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Boo. Hey, KK. National Recording Registry. Got you. Need to watch the panel from last night. I heard you was on one. I wasn't on nothing. I don't know what was said, but I wasn't on anything. I don't know what's being said about me. I wasn't on anything. Hey, Kenya. Boy, my LV Aces versus Chicago Sky. All the WNBA games are almost sold out. Yes! That's what baby, we about to talk about them things. We're going to get into the W. Oh, shoot. That's what I forgot to put on the thumbnail. I know I was forgetting to put some on the thumbnail. I'm going to go back and add Angel Reese and Cardoza to my thumbnail. Chucks, y'all the folks with all the tea. Excuse me. I usually have the news in my background. Okay. No, it's okay. I just want to know what that was. Because, listen, I don't have no problem with y'all dropping stuff in the chat because I don't catch everything. I mean, Contrary to popular belief, I don't catch everything. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's get into it. My eyes. Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. I need a new cloth because I think this cloth isn't clothed in like it used to. All right. I'm getting really mad. I'm not getting notifications. Quake, listen, it's YouTube. If I could do something more than what I do, I mean, I guess maybe, I do share it out. And sometimes I put it on Instagram when I remember to put it on Instagram. But other than that, there's really nothing more I can do, you guys. Let me share it out. Oh, shoot. What did I just do? Did I just do what I think I just did? Okay, no, I got what I need. Okay. Let me share it out just in case people not getting it. All right, you guys. We are live. All right. So shout out to my members that are lit up in green. You guys going on, head over to the VIP. Yana is here. So Yana will take the people that need to smoke. You guys going upstairs with Yana to the smoking section. Everybody else fill from the front and back. Okay. Fill in from the front and back. It's 135 of y'all here. So the front row might be full, but you definitely can find some seats in the second and third row. Okay. Second and third row. Let's go. Oh shoot, that's not. Keep. Okay. Second and third. All right, let me share it out, and we are going to get into the things. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today because once we're going to take care of some of these smaller stories, and then we're going to jump into what's going on over to the Bravo, honey. Because baby, Bravo, they are the things are thinging over there to the Bravo. Okay, you knew I was going to Bizzy house. Listen, I kept threatening to do it all, and what I really wanted to do was to knock on his door as the panel was beginning. But I just kept forgetting. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, you get home, you get comfortable. I kept forgetting. But when he got smart with me, as soon as we got started, I said, you know what? I'm going over there right now. And I text Scotty. I said, Scotty, don't say nothing, but I'm on my way to Bizzy's. I'm going over to Bizzy house. And he just hit me back with the LOL. It was so funny. It was so funny. And what was even funnier was that he had to actually come to the door. Because his fiance was actually doing something and couldn't get to the door. So that made it even funnier that he actually had to open the door. It was so funny. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I rolled up on the Whether You Like It or Not panel last night. I left the panel and I drove over to Bizzy's house and I rolled up on him. Okay. It was fun. Right. On site, Bully B, right? I mean, if they gonna call you a bully, honey. If they gonna call you a bully, you know? All right. So where do we want to start, honey? Let me say this to y'all. So I've been looking for the O.J. Simpson documentary, and I can't find it anywhere for free. I can only find it for $20 on Amazon Prime. Now, some of y'all said it was on Hulu, but I ain't see it on Hulu. Y'all show us on Hulu the one I'm talking about, the 30 on 30 O.J. Simpson Made in America. Where can I find it? Because the only place I see it is on Amazon Prime for $20, $19.99. Now, I'm not saying y'all not worth $20, but if I can find it for free, I would appreciate it. You said Netflix? Now you saying Hulu. If you have the live TV, why I gotta have a live TV if I got it on Hulu? You saw it on Netflix yesterday. Okay, hold on. Y'all saying Netflix, y'all saying Hulu. Hold on. We're gonna check which one before I get off of here. So I know. Because I'm gonna watch the first episode tonight. Okay, thank you, Abby. Abby, do the research for me, boo. I love you. Because I have Hulu and I got Netflix. I just need to know which one. It moved to ESPN Plus. I don't have no ESPN Plus, and I'm not getting ESPN Plus. If I can find it, I'll watch the first episode tonight. Okay, Gabby, you said it's definitely on Hulu. Now, Abby's saying it's definitely on Netflix. It was added on April the 13th to Netflix. Okay. So I'll watch the first episode tonight. Okay. I'll watch the first episode tonight. So either tomorrow or Thursday, we'll review the first episode. To be honest with you, depending on how, because I forgot how long each episode was. I may watch 2 episodes at once. It's just going to depend, but I'll start it tonight. Okay, you were talking about Netflix. Okay. Netflix seems to be the consensus. Okay, good. All right, well, let's get into the things. So we got that out the way. So we'll be doing that. Okay. I don't really have a whole lot today before we get, because the Bravo going to be most of it. So let's run through some of these other things, and then the Live Nation, we'll do that next to last. So first of all, they say Ray J, they say that Ray J is on demand on cable. Okay, all right. So I feel like thank you, Majestic. So I got options. All right, cool. I got options. First episode is an hour and a half. Got you. Okay, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. So Ray J, they said, is about to make another killing. Now, y'all know that Ray J sold his stake in his Raycon in his Raycon business. But last year, I think they said, and he netted like this ridiculous profit. Well, they say he's getting ready to do the same thing with his scooter. Remember, Ray J was put his name on the scooter, and they were calling it like the Ray. Hold on, I got it right here, Chad. Thank you, Abby. They were calling it his e-bike. He's selling it for $25 million. And I think he only invested a couple of $1 million in it. So congratulations. Listen, we can say a lot of things about Ray J, but it seems like Ray J has made some great business investments. And it looks like he knows when to get out. He knows when to hold them. He knows when to fold them. He knows when to walk away. Know when to run. Okay? So listen, just in time for that divorce with Princess Love. Okay? All right. So that's Ray J, child. Okay, what else we got? Now, I really don't do a whole lot of talking about the Honey Boo Boo situation. For those who don't know who Honey Boo Boo is or know what's going on with the Honey Boo Boo is the little girl that used to do the child pageants. She became very popular because she was a full figure little girl and she was very confident. Her mother was, BBW, and they come from, Podunk, Georgia. And yeah, he even was smart with the whole One Wish thing, because he released that as an independent single, and he made so much money off of One Wish, right? And which basically has spawned all of these different reality shows. Fast forward, Honey Boo Boo is getting ready to graduated from high school, and it's time for her to go to college. And they were thinking that she had all this money in the bank from all of the years of pageants and reality shows and appearances and all these things that she has done over the last 10 years of her life, 15 years of her life, only to find out that all she got is $33,000 in the bank. So for those who have not been following the story, the part of the story that's missing is that her mama got addicted to drugs really, really, really badly at one point, to the point where she lost their house. She lost everything. She was living in motels. Hell, she lost her teeth. Okay, she was bad. She was down bad, to the point where Honey Boo Boo had to live with her older sister, and her older sister ended up getting custody of her, yada, yada, yada. So this current season of the reality show is all about that. It's all about her going to college and they realizing that this money is gone. And she talking about she threatening to sue her mama and all these different things. Honey Boo Boo? Pumpkin? Hey, girls. I hate to be the one to tell y'all, but when you show up down to the drug dealer's house and you decide that you need a piece, the drug dealer don't say, now, is this your money or is this your daughter's money? He don't ask them questions. He don't. He does not ask for clarification. Also, in the words of the incomparable Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, aka Christopher Wallace, to quote him, he said, if you think a crackhead is paying you back, you can forget it. Listen, where y'all think she get this money from? They talking about suing her. They talking about all these things they gonna do. Where's she getting it from? She on the same reality TV show y'all on. Y'all know how much she make. And who y'all gonna get to do the forensic accounting to find out what she owe you? Like, how far do you need to go back? Because let's be clear. And I felt bad because I used to watch, I never watched Honey Boo Boo, but I started watching when she first, when her reality show first came back, and they were living in that nice house in the suburbs outside of Atlanta. And that's when she first started getting on her fitness journey and was trying to lose weight. That was before she had the surgery, but when she was like just had a trainer, and she used to do couponing. Like, she was so good with her money. She was one of those people that like had a garage full of like laundry detergent, toilet paper. Like, her mother used to go out and be getting that shit for free. Like, she was a couponer. Like, they kept food. Like, I felt so bad when she fell off. Because I saw that she was really doing right by them girls. She bought that nice house. They had a little truck. You know what I'm saying? And I really did feel bad. But y'all could not have possibly thought that after she lost the house, lost the car, was living from motel to motel, in and out of jail and everything else, had to get lawyers and stuff. Y'all couldn't have really thought there was. I'm surprised it's $33,000 left. Like, I'm surprised that there's any money left. Pumpkin pulled all the contracts and bank accounts and traced where the money went. Okay, well, I just don't understand what they thought. Like, and maybe is like I said, I'm surprised that there was anything left. That $33,000 must have been in an IRA or must have been in some sort of a trust that she just couldn't get. Okay. So yeah, I just don't understand what you thought. And the only reason why I'm bringing that up because it's a slow news day. Because honestly, you know, the one thing I do know about the Honey Boo Boo show is that some of that stuff is for the purposes of TV. But again, I'm surprised that there's any of it left. But moving on. And here's the thing. You can do the forensic accounting. You can find out how much money that is owed. You can even find out where the money went. Yeah, she spent it. Obviously, she spent it. It's gone. Right? But she clearly spent money that she was not authorized to spend. And the fact that she had a drug habit, I am willing to bet had a lot to do with it. Right? Because before she got strung out, from what we could see, she did really well with the money. She did really well with the money. Now, she has since they've gone to therapy and stuff, she said she'd been on drugs all of that time. It just didn't become out of control. She was a functioning drug addict up until a certain point. And I'm not even going to blame that guy because she said she was getting high even before that. It was just that she was able to manage it from day to day. So she didn't become a drug addict when she hooked up with that dude. He was her partner in crime. You know what I mean? She put the minimum in an account only Alana was supposed to touch. They were under the impression she put 100%. Yeah. And I think don't get me wrong, I think it's sad. Just like, the Gary Colemans of the world and some of these other child actors who thought, I've been working my ass off my whole life, I should be good. And the fact that Alana wanted to go to college rather than just blow the money, I thought was commendable. Like, she wants to be a nurse, right? She wants to go to nursing school. She got into the college she wants to go to, and she thought it would be a breeze. But unfortunately, she learned the same lesson that a lot of childhood actors learn is, hey, Tracy, what's up? I got both my Tracys here. Mama June should have been straight up with them girls. The fact that she lied and said it was in trust until Alana was 18, like they wasn't going to find out. She also said that she had Alana paying. Again, why are we believing a crackhead? Like, I'm just saying, like, why are we listening to, like, the woman lied about a lot of stuff. That woman looked them dead in their face and lied about that house not being gone. They knew that house was gone, and that woman looked them dead in their face, looked them dead in the face and was like, what you talking about? Like, I sat there on TV and watched a lot of them over and over again. So you knew she was lying about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but you thought she was telling the truth about H, I, J? Ma'am, crackheads are not reliable sources. And like I said, I do feel bad for Alana. I do. I really, truly do. But I'm just watching this like, they was waiting for, they thought it was gone. Oh. Tracy, shut up. She said Mia got multiple grandparents that left her money. Child. Listen. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Somebody sent me something. Hold on. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's funny. The person who just sent me that, we're going to talk. That's actually the one that I have today. I have a shit we did not ask for, and somebody just sent me the same one that we about to talk about. I love when y'all be trying to help a sister out, honey. I love it. The trauma bomb will have you wanting to believe your mama wouldn't do that, even though you know she did. I get it. From a me trying to do my commentary kind of way, I get it. People believe the crackheads all the time, like, especially when it's a child and a parent. They want to believe, honey. They want to hold on. Well, look who done dropped out the sky. Mia considers John's and Trick's grandparents. I'm not doing this with Mims. Hey, Mims, what's up, boo? So, yeah, I honestly was just like, again, it's a slow news day, so that's why I thought I would bring it to y'all, because it really, again, we don't have a lot to, before we get to this Bravo shit. All right. Matter of fact, we almost there. Okay. Well, I do have a shit we did not ask for. Again, if you are new here, it's 247 of y'all in the room. If you are new here, okay, if you are new here, first of all, make sure you have liked the video and you click the subscribe button. That's number one. But number two, we play a game here called Shit We Did Not Ask For. Okay, it's a segment we do down to the tribe, and I'm going to tell you something, show you something, what have you, and you are going to tell me whether that is something you asked for, right? If it's something you asked for, you say, yeah, I want that. I'll do that. Put a 1 in the chat. If it's something that you did not ask for, you have absolutely no idea why I would want you to want that, then put a 2 in the chat. If it is an absolute hell no, what are you thinking about? Put a 3 in the chat. Okay? Now, y'all know that Crocs have been doing these link ups, right? Y'all know that Crocs have been doing these link ups. I bought a pair of MCM Crocs, because it was the link up. That was my birthday gift to myself a few years ago. I've seen Crocs do, cowboy boots and some other things. But for whatever reason, Crocs and Pringles have teamed up on these Croc boot Pringle situations. First of all, why do we want Croc boots going into May. That's number one. Second of all, what is the pouch on the side? Are we supposed to put some chips in that? I mean, do we put the Pringles in there? Why do we have a pouch on the side of the boots? Now, granted, I know what Abby gonna say. Abby gonna say, I got a purse on my Crocs. I do have an MCM purse on my Crocs. But it actually, you could take it off and it could be a wristlet. It's actually a wristlet. It's just on the Crocs. I just never took it off. But, ma'am, sir, people down to the Crocs, y'all gotta stop. Y'all have to stop. Nobody want that. Nobody want that. And their boots, they come all the way up to mid-calf. Those are Uggs. What are we doing with that? With Crocs, what are we doing with those? So it's to hold your Pringles can. Right, it is so unnecessary. So unnecessary. So, okay, I see a lot of people. I see a lot of threes. So don't nobody gardening. Miss Woodard said you could wear those gardening and then the little pouch. Maybe you can hold your seeds and that. Maybe you could hold your shears. Right? Maybe somebody said they could be rain boots. But then won't you get rain in the pouch? You know? You get rain in the pouch. It's a whole situation. It's a whole situation, okay? But that is, you good? Bab said I'm good. A gag gift for a Pringles lover. Listen, if I'm buying that for somebody as a gag gift, it better cost no more than $20. I don't buy expensive gag gifts. So it need to be less than $20. Well, Abby, we know you don't do outside, child. We know you don't do outside. All right. Now, I think the other day we were talking about all these concerts. And while we were talking about these concerts, we got to talking about the price gouging and the prices. And remember, I told y'all that the Travis, not the Travis Lord. I was going to say the Travis Swift. The Taylor Swift people were actually filing a lawsuit against Ticketmaster and Live Nation for the bots and the gouging and the resellers and all of that. And how it made the ticket prices ridiculous. And remember, we were talking about all of these summer concerts and waiting till the week before the show because you could catch good prices because that's when the resellers are selling the tickets back that they couldn't sell. Yada, yada, yada. Well, yesterday I found out that, let me get y'all the article, honey. Let me get the article pulled up. Oh, Lord. The Justice Department is going to sue Live Nation for antitrust violations. So let's read through this article. I'm reading this from CNN, so you know. The U.S. Department of Justice is preparing to sue the country's largest concert promoter and ticketing website, Live Nation, in the coming weeks for breaking America's antitrust laws, citing anonymous sources familiar with the Justice Department's plans. So Live Nation is the parent company to Ticketmaster. So if somebody says, well, what about Ticketmaster? It's the same company. The lawsuit against Live Nation, the parent company of Ticketmaster, will allege the ticketing company used its market-leading position to harm competition for live events. The Journal reported, but the paper wasn't able to uncover specific details of the planned lawsuit. Shares of Live Nation dropped nearly 7% based on this information. Ticketmaster drew the ire of U.S. government officials and fans after a system meltdown left millions of people unable to purchase tickets to Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Didn't I tell y'all Taylor Swift? Did I not tell y'all Taylor Swift? U.S. lawmakers grilled Live Nation executives at a hearing in January of 2023, which in a rare event brought together Democrats and Republicans over the company's industry dominance that critics argue is hammering rivals, musicians, and fans. In other words, all of the Republicans and Democrats' granddaughters was pissed off that they couldn't go see Taylor Swift, and they decided to do something about it. Let's be clear. Let's just be clear. Because they could care less about Taylor Swift, okay? Their granddaughters called them up and said, Poppy, Papa, grandpapa, what can you do? Aren't you important? Don't you have an important job? I want to see Taylor Swift. Swift, that's written weird. Her fans sued Live Nation for unlawful conduct in the pop star's chaotic tour sale, with the plaintiffs claiming that the ticketing agent violated antitrust laws. Joe Berchtold, president and CFO of Live Nation, has previously defended the company's practices, saying that the 2023 hearing that the Ticketmaster does not set ticket prices, it does not determine the number of tickets put up for sale, and that in most cases, venues set price and ticketing fees, not Ticketmaster. He also rejected suggestions that its dominance has allowed for soaring fees, citing data from the market intelligence from Pollstar showing that Live Nation controls about 200 out of approximately 4,000 venues in the United States, or about 5%. Rivals have previously spoken out too. Jack Grotzinger, CEO of SeatGeek, alleged that many venue owners fear losing Live Nation concerts if they don't use Ticketmaster and its services, and argued the company must be broken up. Live Nation and Ticketmaster merged in 2010, now billing itself as the largest live entertainment company in the world. Okay, so let me just break this down for you guys. For some of you, and I don't want anybody to think I'm saying this because I think you guys are stupid. I do not think you're stupid. I think you guys are very smart. But I just want to break down what antitrust is in layman's terms, right? So basically, in this country, a monopoly is illegal. It was not always illegal. If you go back to the early 1900s, monopolies were perfectly legal, i.e. people like Vanderbilt and Rockefeller, Carnegie becoming these multi-billionaires during that time period. Since then, the United States have passed laws called antitrust laws, which prevent companies from becoming monopolies. So for example, a few years ago, CVS wanted to merge with Walgreens, and the U.S. government said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because if Walgreens and CVS merge, it will create a monopoly that will affect, and they don't care about your deodorant and your toilet paper. They're talking about the pharmacies. It will create a monopoly that will force you to go to pretty much, they will control probably 90% of the pharmacies in America, and it will create that monopoly and possibly price gouging as it relates to people getting their prescriptions. It does not mean 100%, right? It means that the percentage is high enough that people will feel they do not have an option. I want you to ask yourself, when it's time for you to buy a ticket, and be honest, when it's time for you to buy a ticket, type in the chat, where's the first place you think of when you want to go to any type of event, whether it be a sporting event or a concert. What is the first place you think of when it's time to buy a ticket? And be honest. Bill Gates got sued for antitrust, the United States. Right. Everybody is saying Ticketmaster. Exactly. That is what they're saying, that Ticketmaster has created a monopoly because people feel like that is the only place they can go. I have used SeatGeek and I have used other places, but they are not my first line. They're not my first place I go. Bill Gates was sued by the U.S. government years ago because if you guys remember, once upon a time, when you bought a computer, Microsoft, the Office suite was automatically on that computer. Nowadays, when you buy a computer, you have to pay extra for the software. That's why a lot of people find bootleg ways to download the software. Well, the reason why that is now is because the U.S. government sued Bill Gates and said, you are forcing your software on these computers, and people don't have a choice. So if you wanted to use another search engine outside of Microsoft Internet Explorer, you didn't have the option, right? So anyway, Eventbrite, to be honest, I wasn't aware of sites. I downloaded from work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but prior to the U.S. government suing Bill Gates, When you bought a computer, if it wasn't an Apple product, you automatically had Internet Explorer on your computer, whether you wanted it or not, because that's what Bill Gates had created, that monopoly when it came to IBM computers, right? Okay. So what the U.S. government is saying is that Ticketmaster, when you and Live Nation merged, it created this monopoly that now has caused this gouging of prices that is affecting the consumer. Now I have beef with Ticketmaster forever. I need a class action lawsuit for Beyonce's concerts. So it'll be interesting to see how this breaks down. For the CEO to say we don't control prices and we don't control fees, and for them to say we don't even control the majority of the venues, I think it's disingenuous. I think it's very disingenuous, because even if it's not a Live Nation concert, the tickets go through Ticketmaster. And honestly, you guys, I've even clicked the links, because now on Instagram, there are a lot of these different links that you can click to buy your tickets. And generally, they still end up flowing through Ticketmaster. Like, when I went to see RuPaul, I clicked on one link through his Instagram page, right? I went to his Instagram page and I clicked the link to buy the tickets for RuPaul. But my tickets still ended up coming through either, I want to say Live Nation. And that happened to another event I went to. It might have been Kim Pyre's event. Don't quote me. It may have been Kim Pyre's, where I clicked one link that was on his website, but it still ended up going through Live Nation or Ticketmaster, one of the two. Now, smaller people do Eventbrites, like I've done, his might have been Eventbrite. Anyway, something I've done recently, I've clicked on another link and I still ended up, when it was time for me to download my tickets, they still say Live Nation. Yep, I use an app called Game Time. When I purchase them, they still take me through Ticketmaster. Right. So that is what is called a monopoly. So even though you're using another service, you're still funneled through Ticketmaster. And again, I can't remember. It was either Kempire or something else I've done recently. But I know that happened to me with RuPaul, and I know that happened to me with something else. So just keep an eye out on that. Oh, Google already lost their antitrust lawsuit to Epic Games. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. And I did see what people said that Amazon, that was something that came up, that Amazon is creating a monopoly, which I don't think Amazon's creating a monopoly. I don't think they're cornering the market. I just think that's where most people go. But I don't think they're creating, because they're still competitive. Like, you can still go on Walmart.com and get stuff, and the prices are still competitive. I think that most people just go to Amazon because it's a one-stop shop. I mean, again, I'm no lawyer. I'm certainly not an antitrust lawyer, but I don't know if it's a monopoly so much as they've just done a really good job of making their name the first name that people think of. Like, I know when I'm ready to order something, I go to Amazon. 90, unless it's a specialized product, 99% of the time I go to Amazon first. Speaking of specialized products, you guys should see my affiliate link down in the corner. Today's featured products are Juvia's Place. You guys know that I love Juvia's Place, and you know that I use their products right now. Well, when I do put on my makeup, y'all know I use their foundation. Y'all know I use their eyeshadow. Y'all know I use their lipstick. I have some bronzer. I have some blush. So I've never used their concealer. I may have to try their concealer. But if you guys are into makeup, I would love that you would support me. You guys know that I do not, I don't beg y'all for a lot. I appreciate what you guys give me, what you feel like, if you can and do and want to tip me. I appreciate it when you guys send it, and but here's another way you can support the channel, by clicking on the link and buying something that you were going to buy anyway. For those of you that buy lipstick, and when y'all are always asking me about my lipsticks, it's Juvia's Place. 99% of the time when y'all see me with lipstick on, it's Juvia's Place. Of course, today it's not Juvia's Place. This is MAC. This is actually MAC that I have on today. But most of the time, it is Juvia's Place. Okay. With that being said, is this a phishing scam? No, Cajun, it's not a I don't know why I even entertain you. Moving on. So let's get into this WNBA situation. So last night was the WNBA draft. The lipstick that I have on today, it's MAC. It's a gloss through MAC, and the name of it is Surreal Appeal. It's called Surreal Appeal, and it's MAC. So let me talk about this WNBA situation. So last night was the draft, and I think last night was probably the most popular NBA draft since its inaugural season. Now, for somebody like myself, I remember when the WNBA started. I watched WNBA games. They used to come on Lifetime. They used to come on NBC. The WNBA games used to come on Lifetime the way the NBA games come on TNT. Like, they used to come on 2 or 3 nights a week. And then on the weekends, you could catch the WNBA games on NBC. I remember that in the beginning, a lot of the NBA... why is it pissing you off, Ms. Wooders? Put it in the chat. I remember that a lot of the NBA players, whether they were forced to or not, I mean, maybe they were forced to by the NBA, but I remember a lot of them came to the games. They made themselves seen. They made themselves very visible. And I'm going to say that I think that at the time, David Stern, who was the president of the NBA, I think at the time, David Stern did the best job he could with giving them a really, really, really great inauguration. I mean, I really think he did. You know, a lot of times we know that women's sports don't always get what everybody else gets, but I think that they did a really, really good job. They also went out and they recruited the best of the best of the best. They went back, they recruited players who were in their 30s who always wanted the opportunity to play in the WNBA, right? Went back and got the Cheryl Swoops and the Reggie Miller's sister, I think, was involved. I don't know if she ever played. I think she played like at the beginning because she said she always wanted to just play. I think she played, but I don't think she really like played. But I think she did it just to be able to say she did it because it was such a big accomplishment, right? The Lisa Leslie's, that's when I've been following Dawn Staley since undergrad. Cheryl Miller was a coach. Okay, so she was a coach. I knew she was involved. And I remember watching these women, and if I'm being honest with myself, I have fallen off, right? I have fallen off the last probably 7 years, if I'm being honest. And I've only been watching peripherally. Like, I'll catch a game here and there. I used to go to the Mystics games. I told you guys my cousin had season tickets and we would go to the games. Yes. Oh, I love me some Cynthia Cooper. That was my girl. And Tina Thompson with that red lipstick, baby. Tina with her ponytail and them red lips, baby. But here's where I knew that the WNBA was in trouble. And I'm actually surprised it's hung on as long as it has. But here's how I knew the WNBA was in trouble. For those of you who don't remember or wasn't there, right, that's why Brittany Griner was in Russia, because they can't make no money. We're going to get to the money in a second. The Houston Comets, because, you know, a lot of the female teams' names played off of the NBA teams. So the Houston Rockets, the Houston Comets, right? The Washington Wizards, the Washington Mystics. The first probably 5 to 6 years of the WNBA, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, so if somebody wants to Google it and get the exact number, you can. But I'm gonna just for the purpose of me proving my point, we had, let's say, the first 7 years of the WNBA. Out of the first 7 years, let's say 5 of those 7 years, the Houston Comets won the NBA championship. And again, I don't have the exact number in front of me, but I'm making a point. So out of the first, let's say 7 years, 5 out of those 7 years, the Houston Comets dominated the WNBA. They had Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper and Tina Thompson and so forth and so on. When the Houston Comets went bankrupt, I knew the WNBA was in trouble. I said, how in the hell does a team that has dominated the league the way they dominated the league, how do they go bankrupt? Fast forward to the last, let's say, 3 seasons of college women's basketball. I know that people want to hate on Caitlin Clark. I don't care. That ain't what we're talking about today. Between the Caitlin Clarks and the LSUs and the South Carolinas, that's just to name a few. There are a lot of other names I could throw out, and a lot of other teams I could throw out. We have UConn, which has always been a dominating team. Stanford, right? They have single-handedly eclipsed. We're going to use, that's the word of the week, right? Eclipse. They have single-handedly eclipsed men's basketball. For the past 3 seasons, we have probably heard more stories coming out of women's college basketball than we have heard coming out of men's basketball. College. Whether you love her or hate her, Caitlin Clark. Whether you love her or hate her, Angel Reese, Flau'jae, I could name the names. I can keep going on and on. Thank you, little baby. The Houston Comets won 97, 98, 99, and 2000. So thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I wasn't too far off. And what year did they go bankrupt? Can you Google that for me, please, little baby? What year did they go bankrupt? Mama Yana said, I'm a proud graduate of USC. Yes. And so, yes, NIL is definitely changing the game, but that's across the board. That's in all sports that is changing the game. So let me say this. It pissed me off, right? When I say pissed off, I mean in a general scale. Like, when people got up this morning and acted like they were so outraged at the salaries of WNBA players, first of all, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, where the fuck you been for the last 15 years? Number one. Number two, even if you didn't know before, did you not follow the Brittany Griner story? That is the reason why her ass was in Russia to begin with, because the WNBA players cannot make enough money here in the United States to sustain them. So in the off season, they play overseas. As a matter of fact, they built the WNBA schedule around the other basketball leagues so that the players could do both. That is why the WNBA schedule is structured the way it is, so that the WNBA players can go overseas and play. So I've been seeing people all day long, because they posted the starting salary in the WNBA is like $70,000, right? And everybody has been so outraged because they just started paying attention because of the Angel Reeses and the Caitlin Clarks. They just started paying attention, right? So now all of a sudden, everybody is so outraged, and you got to do better. The WNBA's got to do better. The Comets went bankrupt in 2008. Thank you. So 8 years after they won almost 5 championships in a row, they go bankrupt. Thank you, little baby. Appreciate that. Do y'all understand? And when I say y'all know I ain't talking to the tribe. Y'all know I ain't talking to the tribe. But that's what Angel Reese said last year. Listen, Angel Reese, that's why Angel Reese stayed in school another year. She said, I can make more money because of NIL. I can make more money in college than I would in the WNBA. So I'm going to go on back I'm do another lap around the track. I'm gonna sit here and make my $2 million. They said she made ballpark about $2 million last year off of endorsements, probably more than that. But at least a couple of $1 million while I sit in college and hang out with my friends and do what I do for another year. Why was she in a rush to leave? She took a pay cut to leave college. Who ever heard of that? Who ever heard of taking a pay cut when you graduate from college? So it's funny to me now when I'm hearing these people, because in my mind, I'm like, well, where in the what have you been? Let's talk about, it's a very simple business model when it comes to professional sports. It's very simple. Listen, I'm going to oversimplify it, but it is a very simple business model. It is based on revenue. And where does the revenue come from? Ticket sales, merchandising, concessions. So when the NBA plays and the arena is full, and they can charge $150 for a ticket, $200 for a ticket, floor seats in the thousands. They have the sky boxes and all of that. All of that money is part of what is the revenue that goes into the WNBA, and then that revenue is dispersed among the owners. The more I can charge for a ticket, the more money I make. Right. And let's not even get into the advertisement. Let's not get into the TV. So let's talk about TV money. Let's talk about TV money. A sporting event is just like any other television show. It's based off of ratings. The more that people watch, the more they can charge for advertisement. Why do you think that the Super Bowl ads are so freaking expensive? Because the Super Bowl is the highest rated show of the year. Every year. Worldwide. Why do you think artists like Usher and Mary J. Blige and all of these people agree to do the halftime show for free and even use their own money to produce the halftime show? Because they know that on the back end, they're going to make that money back. So when WNBA teams come to town and they can't sell tickets, there's no revenue. When they put the WNBA games on TV and people don't watch, there's no revenue. So when it's time to sit down at the table and cut up the pie, it ain't nothing there to cut up because it ain't nothing left of the pie. So when it's time to play players, I don't want y'all to compare LeBron James's contract to Caitlin Clark's and say, well, why can't Caitlin Clark make what LeBron James made when he first started in the NBA? You know why? Because everywhere that LeBron James went, he sold out arenas as a rookie. I'm sorry, Black Down Memory Lane. I just found out myself because I was getting ready to spend that $20 too, child. Now, there are a variety of reasons why that's the case. And again, I ain't got time to go that deep. All right, we ain't gonna go that deep. We know that there are a variety of reasons why that is the case. But I'm sick of people sitting here acting like the NBA is doing these women so wrong when now if we were filling up, I ain't even gonna say we had to sell out the shows. We ain't got to sell out. If we could just halfway sell out. If we could just halfway sell out. When the WNBA games are in the summertime, hell, half of y'all are looking for something to do with your kids in the summer anyway. You could probably, well, again, we're going to get to that last part in a second. But you can probably go catch a WNBA game for a reasonable amount of money. We always complain about how expensive it is to do stuff with our kids. For most of y'all in most cities that has a WNBA team, you can probably go get some tickets for your family for $20 a pop. The price of it take you to go see a movie. Thank you, Amir, for renewing your membership, because I believe you've been a member before. So thank you for renewing your membership, my boo. The WNBA generates less revenue compared to the NBA. The financial resources from ticket sales, merchandise, and broadcasting deals are not sufficient to sustain the WNBA operations independently. Exactly. The New York Liberty games be packed. Well, I'm happy for New York. But that's not across the board. So I'm going to say this. I will say this, though. In the last 24 hours, since the NBA draft, Caitlin Clark, she went to Indiana. They say that her jersey has sold out. Angel Reese and Cardoza from South Carolina both went to the Chicago Sun. I said Chicago Sun. The Chicago Sky. They said the home tickets have sold out. So for that, again, going back to where I started with the women's basketball game has been rediscovered because of these players. I hope the momentum continues. I hope that we continue to carry this momentum. And again, you guys, and myself included, I ain't fussing at y'all. I'm talking to myself too. I'm going to go to some Washington Mystics games this season. I'm going to check out the prices. I'm going to give me a couple of... First, I'm going to see if my cousin still got her season tickets, But I'm going to go out. I'm going to support. But that's what we have to do. Because once we support it and we show that the support is there, then we can put the pressure on the NBA to say, y'all got to do better. We're doing our part. We're coming to the games. We're buying the tickets. We're buying the merchandise. We're watching it when it comes on TV. Somebody just asked me, where does it come on TV? I honestly don't know. I think NBC. I remember watching a few games last summer, and I believe it was on NBC, but don't quote me on that. The coach that dresses up has more followers than the whole WNBA. See? Right, the Mystics won a championship a few years ago, and the media here didn't give them any attention. Hey, Alexis Thomas, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. A $20 ticket is $53 on Ticketmaster. Damn, Melly. We just got finished talking about that damn Ticketmaster, how they add fees and fees. But Melly, you in the area, girl. If you want to go to a game this summer, I'll go with you. Let's go to a game this summer. And I'm not even being funny. I'm serious about that. The WNBA has several broadcast partners: ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, Amazon. Oh, Amazon Prime, CBS Plus. So everybody except for, so everybody except for NBC, because I said NBC. So it looks like everybody except for NBC. Okay. The game TV schedule is on the WNBA website. Okay. WNBA plays on ESPN. Okay. Hey, Xavier. Hey, boo. I don't think the hype dies down, because I think the one thing I will say is I do think that Angel Reese is such a dynamic player. I think people are going to see her. To me, she's almost like a updated Tina Thompson, right? You're going to get a look from her. She's going to give you hair and makeup, and she's going to be, put together. You know what? What's that say? One tall girl said that she's in the DC area. I tell you what, I'm going to go online. This is real talk. I'm going to go online and I'm going to look. And I'm going to see what the tickets are looking like. And let's pick a game. I'll put it on my community wall. I'll put a couple of options on the community wall. People who are in the DC area, y'all always want me to have a meetup. Let's do a meetup. Let's go to a Mystics game, and then we can go get something to eat after the game. We can go somewhere downtown and get something to eat after the game. I'm down for that. Y'all let me know if y'all down. I'm down for that. The first games will be sold out, and that's a start. Right. The fact that the merchandise is selling out, because I'm sure that Angel Reese's jersey is going to sell out. Caitlin Clark, and all of that good stuff. Tasha says she want to come. I'll put it on. Listen, real talk. Let me get a chance to go look. The league pass is only $39.99 for the year. What you mean league pass? You mean like the league pass for the WNBA online? Shoot, I can afford to do that too. I mean, whether I look at the game or not, I can pay for the league pass. Sounds like a plan. Okay. All right, for the DMV people, Ross say she down. Okay. All right. So my DMV people, we're gonna follow up. Let me write. Y'all know I gotta write it down. Hold on, let me write that down. Abby, don't let me forget. We're gonna look. Y'all know my summer, I got some stuff going on, so I gotta look at dates. I would prefer Saturday so that we ain't gotta feel rushed and for people who gonna be working and stuff. So let me see. WNBA game, meet and greet Mystics. Because like I said, I'm not fussing at other people. I'm pointing the finger at myself because when the league first started, I was very supportive. Like I said, I was in it. I was watching the games. I definitely supported the home team, but I loved, y'all know, like I said, I've been a Dawn Staley fan since she played college. So I definitely supported New York because she first played for New York. I definitely supported Houston. I loved me some Tina Thompson. That was my girl. So yeah, definitely. They have a school discount. If you have a school email, it's only $19. Well, hell, I got a school email. Well, listen, it looks like I can do it for $19.99. I definitely can do it for $19.99. Ruth say she did. Okay, listen, this sounds like it's gonna be fun. All right. And thank you, Tracy, for dropping that information. So all I'm saying is for everybody that's fussing about what they not doing, what the WNBA is not doing, just you see there's so many different ways you can support. If you just watch the game, it's support. It's like watching a video on YouTube. You ain't even got to be paying attention. Just put it on your TV and let it run. It goes into the Nielsen ratings, right? It goes into the Nielsen ratings. If you can buy a ticket for a game and even just give it away. Let's say you have nieces, and I don't want to be sexist about it, but it is what it is. But if you have nieces or goddaughters or something, buy a couple of tickets. You know what I'm saying? Plies tweeted exactly what you say, really be. Now, see, me and Plies agree a lot. I find Plies to be very intelligent and hilarious. Okay. Tracy just dropped the link in the chat for the league pass. So y'all go ahead and support it. My stepdad used to take me to WNBA games. Yeah. Y'all go ahead. Y'all support it. And again, and even if you don't want to go see a game or something, go onto the website and buy some merch. You ain't got to buy a whole jersey. Go buy some WNBA merch, right? Again, when the revenue goes up, salaries will go up. I mean, it's not complicated. I don't think that they are consciously paying these women with such a discrepancy. Now, I ain't saying that they're going to pay them equal. I'm saying such a discrepancy because they want to. But again, if you guys go back and look at the original roster, the original WNBA teams that started, you will see that multiple teams have folded. Multiple teams have had to go bankrupt because they could not sustain payroll. Tracy, oh Lord, Tracy says she might come down. Philly doesn't have a team. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't have a team in your area, support them find another way. And again, a free way to support them is to just watch a game. And again, you ain't really got to watch the game. Just turn it on and let it play. You ain't got to really watch it. But you can support for free. I do think we're going to see some improvement, but again, we're going to have to sustain that. And when I say we, I mean all of us. We're going to have to sustain that. Okay. I don't have a team. That's why I'm going to get the league pass. Okay, Bap, see? So, all right. As a tribe, we're going to support the WNBA. I'm going to look into doing a meet and greet this summer where we're going to go to a game together, and then we'll go get something to eat after the game. There's plenty of places in walking distance of where they play. Well, actually, wait a minute. Hold on. The Mystics don't play at Capital One anymore, right? They play at the Mystics play over there by St. Elizabeth's, right? Who knows? I think the Mystics don't play at Capital One Arena anymore. They play over there by where they renovated St. Elizabeth's. Am I right? That arena, that basketball court over there? You know what, Tracy? I'm not doing this with you. Now I watch J-Dub on mute because he's fine. I'm not doing this with you, Tracy. Anybody, if any of my DC people know, put it in the chat. But I'll look it up. What's up, Quintessential, my love? But I'll look it up. All right, moving forward. Let's get into this. Now, some of this Bravo stuff, Some of this Bravo stuff we went over already, but I just want to highlight. Yesterday was a day down to the Bravo. I don't know who woke up and chose violence down at Bravo yesterday, but it kicked off First thing, ticket increase. See, the ticket prices are already going up. And let me say this. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because again, it goes back to what we just said. I'm okay with the prices going up. Because what that means is that they know that people are wanting to come and see it. That's how they took them out of the arena. Okay, well, I'm going to look it up, you guys. And I'm going to try to the way that it sounds like it might, the tickets might be selling out. So I will definitely, I'll definitely look it up when I get off of here. That'll be one of the things on my to-do list because when I get off here, the first thing I do is eat my dinner, child. I ain't ate dinner yet. And then I'll look into, I can do that while I'm eating. I can go online and look that stuff up. Okay. So it kicked off yesterday morning with Robin coming down and admitting that, yes, the rumors were true. She was actually fired. I really don't have a whole lot of sympathy. I feel like Robin has been given more than ample opportunity to bring what it was for them to bring. Right. Okay. Entertainment or sports arena. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Ouch. I just hit my foot. Candace announced she was pregnant. The rumor is Neka got fired. Then they said Wendy may or may not be coming back. I think that was just something that was floating around. I don't think there's really any validity to Wendy. I think Wendy's coming back. Now, I honestly feel like Bravo is rebooting Real Housewives of Potomac without saying the word reboot. I think they try to stay away from reboot. They did it with New York. And I think when they used the word with New York, I think it came with a lot of expectations that they didn't want to deal with. I also think that it came with a lot of pressure that maybe they weren't really trying to deal with. So I think they're trying to stay away from the word reboot. Same thing with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They didn't use the word reboot. However, that's sort of what they're doing, right? They put it on pause so they could get all their ducks in a row so they wouldn't feel rushed to try to fill a slot or just throw anybody in there. I think they've been very intentional in casting, replacing, moving the chess pieces around the board. I feel like they're going to do the same thing with Potomac. But in Potomac's case, I think we're going to be looking at new productions as well. Pre-order Sky jerseys for Angel and Cardoso are $122. T-shirts are $50. That's still not unreasonable. I mean, when you compare it to the men's prices, $50 for a t-shirt. I mean, I could go online now and buy a $50 t-shirt by the time you add shipping and handling, child. Okay. Yeah, Robin, I don't think Robin went ridiculous. I think Robin can afford her mortgage. She does still have Reasonably Shady, which is a steady income, whether I don't watch it, but it's been around for years. So clearly somebody's listening to Reasonably Shady. She does have this spa situation and she'll have other opportunities where she can make some money. I don't know what the hell going on with Juan, but I think because of what they went through, I think Robin was very intentional with that house. It's a really nice house in a really nice area, but it is not a ridiculous price. It's not a ridiculous house, right? It's not like Ashley. Ashley cannot afford that house with just her Bravo salary. She can afford. So let me put it this way. In my opinion, I don't know all of Ashley's income, but based on just her housewife salary, Ashley is house poor. And what I mean by that is, can Ashley afford her mortgage? Sure, she can afford her mortgage, but can Ashley? You see what she said at the reunion, which I forgot to bring up. Did y'all see what she said? She charged her boobs on Michael's Amex card. Ashley, stop playing in our face. Just stop. Stop playing in our face. Now, y'all know I very seldom look at the Carlos. Y'all know Carlos get on my nerves. But I do look at Heavenly. Y'all know I love my Heavenly. Even when Heavenly be doing too much, I love Heavenly. So I did look at Heavenly and Carlos's review, and Heavenly right now is actually in Nigeria. And Heavenly said that she actually asked some people there about Osu and the tribalism and all of that. And she said even the people there in Nigeria would not speak on it. She said it is so taboo to the point where people have literally lost their lives. People have really been unalived over being labeled Osu. Families have lost businesses. And even what Neka was throwing around about Wendy's mom with, insinuating that she is practicing something other than Christianity. She said that even that is looked down upon. So even if we take the Osu stuff out, what Neka was alleging of Wendy's mom about the shrines and making it seem like it was something that was outside of Christianity is also something that could be very damaging. But Dr. Heavenly said that they wouldn't even really go into detail with her. But it is still very much a thing in Nigeria today. It is still very serious, and it is still very much something you just don't speak on. Which takes me back to what I said when Ashley brought it up, regardless of whether Ashley knew how serious it was, you knew how serious it was. And when Ashley brought it up, even though I know people were like, well, she did say, no, what she said was, I know that I'm not. I know that my family isn't. I don't know about Wendy's family. But even saying that to me was reckless when you know how serious it is. Now, that could be me putting 20 on 10. That could be me putting 20 on 10. But I feel like the minute it came out her mouth, her response to Ashley should, especially since Ashley did not understand the gravity of what she was bringing up, it should have been, I'm not talking about that. And I don't want anybody to say, well, she was new on the show and she can't really do that. And she was trying to keep her job and she was trying to do this and do that. Number one, how'd that work out for you? So even if that was the case, how'd that work out for you? But number two, at the end of the day, you still cannot be willing to sell your soul for this paycheck. I'm sorry. And I know that's easier said than done, but girl. Right, Mamiana. Mamiana said Nigerians are not very Christian. Some still dabble in voodoo. My husband is from Nigeria, so it depends. Right, and I read that as well, because Christianity was something that was brought in by the colonizers, right? So I get that, but again, I'm just going by, in my opinion, how serious, and I've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying how serious and how reckless that whole storyline was. Now, with that being said, somebody slid this to me. It was floating around down to the Instagram. El Teddy brought it up on the panel last night about Neka and her law license. And I defended Neka because I was going by. I'm sorry. I was only going by what I was told, okay? I was only going by what I was told on Neka's profile. And on Neka's profile, she told the people that she was a corporate lawyer, okay? And so I'm defending this girl. I am down here defending Neka. Now, somebody posted this down to the Instagram, and it was slid into my inbox this morning. Somebody done went down to the DC bar. That's public information. You can see if an attorney has a current, just like we talked about with Tedley on Chasing Dallas. Now, I'm going to read y'all what this say. Now, I cannot attest that this is accurate. I cannot attest that somebody did not Photoshop this. I can only go by what the people that slid in my inbox. So let me preface by saying I cannot confirm or deny this information to be accurate and true. Okay? Okay? Okay. It has her full name, Neka DC bar member status. It says suspended. It says that she's missing a mandated course. It says suspended. In parentheses, it says a mandated course. I don't know what that means. I don't know if there was a class she had to take that she never took. I don't know. You know, just like in most professions, you have to have some sort of ongoing education that you have to let the people know that you do on a regular basis, that to maintain, like in teaching, we have to take classes. I know doctors have to do it, right? So maybe in the law, there are things you have to do to keep your license, but it say right here that it's suspended. Under member type, it said that it's inactive. So it's saying that she is currently inactive. Well, I ain't gonna say currently. I can't say currently. As of this, it's saying that she is currently inactive. And in parentheses, I mean, it says her status is suspended. And in parentheses, it says a mandated course or mandatory course. Now it does have a date here of June of 2021, which was 3 years ago. So it is reasonable that this could not, again, it just says admitted. Oh, no, I apologize. I'm looking at the wrong thing. My bad. It says that she was admitted to the bar in 2021. I'm looking at the wrong thing. She was admitted to the bar in 2021, which means that she did have an active law license. As of, in 2021, she passed the bar. But within the last 4 years, for whatever reason, it is saying that it is now suspended. You see what I mean? Where in parentheses, it says mandated course or mandatory course. I don't know what that means. I don't work for the DC bar, but that is what is there. And it does not have any sort of business address, email, or phone number listed. I would have blocked it out if it was there, but it wasn't even there. I mean, maybe she is a member of the Maryland bar. I don't know. She may very well be a member of the Maryland bar. She may be. But I find it interesting that she would go through the trouble of becoming a member of the DC bar, and she lives in Maryland. I don't know. Right. She told us she can only practice in California. She never said she could practice in DC. Well, we know. Yep. Now we know why. Right. Now we know why. But her bio does say that she is a corporate attorney and that she is the head attorney for some corporate firm. I don't remember now. I'm sure we could probably go back and find her bio. But remember when we read her bio? That, you know what else I feel? So let me say this. And I understand that we were not fans of Neka. I wasn't a fan of Neka's. But the more I thought about that reunion, the more I realized that they really did not give Neka nothing. At the beginning, we heard about Neka being, we only heard her whine in passing. We didn't learn anything about her husband and what he does. We know he's a traveling physician. Like, we just didn't get a lot of personal story from Neka because we was too busy on this bullshit. Ebony went through this. I don't know nothing about Ebony. Ebony went through the same thing for what? What happened? Tell me what happened. So Bravo was her only check since she moved. She's been trying to go from show to show. Well, no, she said that she said she come from money. She said that her father did very well and that she come from money. Now she ain't saying nothing about being broke now. And again, this could just be a clerical thing. Maybe she just had to take a class. And once she took the class, she got everything straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So that is Potomac. Now let's slide down to Miami. We talked about this a little bit, but baby, it looks like Alexia's husband, Todd, hit her with the blind side, went down and filed for divorce down to the April 11th. Now, like I said in my video I did last night, if y'all go back to the show, Lil Baby and my other people that watch Miami, y'all remember we talked about how weird that was. After being sworn in, DC lawyers have 12 months to complete a mandatory online course. So that means that she's been sworn in for over 12 months because they wouldn't have suspended it if she took the course. Okay. Well, listen. It doesn't sound, the good news is it doesn't sound like it's suspended for anything bad. It doesn't sound like her license is suspended because she violated her ethics or she stole money from a client. You know what I mean? It sounds like her ass just need to take her, she just need to take her happy ass down to the place. And it's probably an online class that she could sit in front of the computer for 12 hours and take the damn class. So she just need to go take the damn class. That's what it sounds like. But yeah. Now, for those who do not watch the Real Housewives of Miami, let me tell y'all what had happened down to the Real Housewives of Miami when it comes to Alexia and her husband. Now, Alexia and her husband was living in this bad condo. And by bad condo, baby, I mean bad condo, okay? I told y'all about this. If y'all watch my reviews, I told y'all about Alexia's condo. Baby, the garage, she could drive onto the elevator. And the elevator would take her and her car up to the penthouse where she would drive off of the elevator into her garage connected to her penthouse up on the, I don't know, 100th floor. Shit, I don't know what floor was. I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life. I had never seen, I said, what? And she drove a Maserati and her husband drove a Bentley, okay? And so they lived in this whole penthouse. It was beautiful, overlooking Miami, yada, yada, yada. Well, on last season, all of a sudden, she tells us, well, they were leasing it. They were, doing a month-to-month lease, and the owner of the condo was selling it, and they had 30 days to get out. I said, then that sound fishy. I said, something don't sound, that just sound fishy. Now, that don't mean it is fishy. I'm just saying it sound fishy. It could be very much on the up and up. But here's the part that got really fishy for me. He left her to find the condo. He told her, I don't care where we move. I trust you. I knew then it's a setup. I said it's a setup. Because listen, let me tell you something. Nobody is that uninterested in where they're going to live. And even if you only sign a 1-year lease, you want to know something. And even when she went and looked at places and she tried to tell him about it, he was like, I trust you. Whatever you pick is fine by me. I said, something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Because first of all, I was already side-eyeing the fact that you only got a 30-day notice to vacate. I understand that you were on a month-to-month notice, but even on a month-to-month notice, usually the owner has to give you more than a 30-day notice if they're going to sell the unit or what have you. I mean, as long as it's not something dealing with you not paying the rent. Now, my first thought was they ain't paying the bills. They having some money problems. That was my first thought, right? And then when I started looking at some of the places that Alexia was looking at, and she was like, oh, real estate is just so bad. Down to the Miami, this is the best that we could do. And even though it's not what we used to, and it's not as much square footage as we had, I was side-eyeing. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was money. I really did. I said, oh, they having some money problems, and they just ain't really trying to say it. But yesterday, when we found out that man took his happy ass down to the courthouse and filed for divorce, and Alexia was blindsided, and he even said that the marriage was irretrievably broken. I said to myself, I said, Self said, huh? I said, Self said, what's up, girl? I said, I bet you Todd never moved in that damn apartment. I said, Self, that is how Todd got her ass up out of here, up away from him. Now, when they did the reunion, Alexia said that they had moved and everything was good, but we know Alexia gonna lie. And if you go back and you remember at the reunion, Alexia sort of hesitated when it was time for her to talk about it. And all she said was they moved, everything is all good, and they moved into their new place. Baby, I would be willing, listen, and Adriana gonna tell it. As much as I can't stand Adriana, baby, I am looking forward to this because Adriana is gonna tell it. Baby, I will be willing to bet that Todd ain't never moving that damn apartment. And if he did move his stuff in, that was the beginning of the end of their relationship. I'm telling you. I feel like, now I don't know. You know what, So Jeff? I don't know if he kept the condo or not. I'm on the fence about that. I'm on the fence about whether he lied to her about the whole condo situation and he really kept the condo, or that was just his way of getting away from her. Now, why do people go through such extremes? I don't know. But hell, we saw Lenny. We saw the bullshit Lenny took Lisa through. Now, the article that I read down to the radar online said that they have they signed a prenup. So I feel like this ain't gonna be long. I feel like this is gonna be real quick. I feel like this is gonna be a real quick divorce. Whatever, because first of all, they ain't been married that long. They only been married since 2021. So whatever she's supposed to get in her 3 years of being married to him is what she gonna get, child. I kept telling y'all was missing out with Miami. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Y'all wasn't looking at my reviews, right? But I kept telling y'all, listen, quiet as it's kept and loud as it is, Miami was the best Bravo Housewives show this year. Their season was way better than Potomac's. Their season was better than the last season of Atlanta. Their season, it was better than Beverly Hills. I think I would have to go all the way back to New Jersey out of the ones that I watch. Baby, they don't be, listen, with Larsa line ass, between Larsa line ass and Adriana, and Alexia, baby, Adriana is going to have a field day next. Baby, let me tell you something. I don't even like Adriana. Adriana irks my nerves on Real Housewives of Miami. She is irritating as hell. But baby, Adriana is gonna light their ass up. Baby, I know she can't wait to start filming. They ain't gonna start filming till the fall because they put them on a pause too. They said they're gonna bring in some new housewives. They don't need to bring nobody new in. Bravo! I know y'all was planning it. Y'all put Miami on pause. Y'all said y'all was gonna bring some new people on. Y'all, no, y'all don't. Y'all don't need to bring nobody new in. Because don't nobody else need to come into the middle of this crazy dynamic because it's too much past history that's going to be played out. You got Larsa breaking up with Marcus. That's going to be a whole storyline. And she trying to sell that condo that she just bought, which says to me, maybe you having some money problems. They said she'd already cut the price of that damn condo. Girl, you just bought that condo 2 years ago. Why are you in such a rush to sell it? Why you didn't cut the price? It's telling me something going on with that, right? We got Lisa still fighting with Lenny ass over this damn divorce, okay? Now, I know we tired of listening to Lisa whine about Lenny, but baby, it's a storyline, okay? Then, now we got Alexia. Baby, y'all know how Alexia be trying to lie? Nicole just had a baby. We got that whole situation going on. Listen, all of them women got storylines, except for Adriana. But Adriana's storyline is going to be to irritate the fuck out of Larsa and Alexia, baby. Well, Julia don't really have no storyline either. Julia is just funny as fuck to me. I know that, listen, Julia is ditzy as hell and funny as hell all at the same time. Ditzy as hell and funny as hell all at the same time. Julia be cracking me up. I had to warm up to Julia. But baby, when she had that party for Martina and she sang opera, y'all need to make Kiki a full-time housewife. Listen, Bravo Production. Y'all need to make Kiki a full-time housewife. Now, if y'all want to find another friend of the show, maybe. But y'all do not need to play rush. Y'all do not need to move them chess pieces. Because, baby, Adriana is going to light that shit up next season. Do you hear me? The only thing y'all need to do is make Kiki full-time. That is it, and that is all. If y'all want to bring on somebody as a friend of the show and see how she work out, fine. But it is too much shit that is already there that has layers to it. Because Alexia and Adriana are going to be going at it. And their fight goes beyond, right? Baby, I'm so ready. Bravo, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up by firing nobody. Now, if somebody want to quit, we can't do nothing about that. But don't you fuck it up by firing nobody. My BFF from undergrad is a supermodel in Miami, and she knows a lot about Todd, and he has some interesting connections here in New York and Staten Island. Todd likes to party. He liked to party. He liked to party. That's what kind of partying he liked to do. Party. Okay, girl. Well, look, you can slide some information in my inbox, girl. You said Lisa and Lenny. Listen, we already know Lisa and Lenny be in them streets. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no different. And the way Lisa be going from 0 to 100, I think she be taking some trips to the bathroom too. Now, I ain't saying what she doing when she get in the bathroom. I'm just saying I think she takes some trips to the bathroom. And I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I like Kiki, I be side-eyeing her ass too. She is a supermodel. I be side-eyeing Kiki too. I love Kiki, but Kiki, you be going from 0 to 100 sometimes, and I'll be understanding where it's coming from. We know Marisol stay drunk. We just accept it. Okay, we just accept it. Yeah, Dr. Nicole is on Miami. We accept that Marisol ass just be drunk on her cockies all damn day. You think you met her last week? I love Janae. I love Dr. Nicole. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna try to reach out to Dr. Nicole and do an interview. When I tell y'all I love me some Dr. Nicole, I love me some Dr. Nicole. Oh, okay. Okay, O Street. I got you, boo. I got you. It's not a well-kept secret. I'm just saying you can ask anybody who's in that scene. I believe it. Marisol just be drunk as hell for no reason. Do they ever explain Lisa's Jamaican roots? I need to know why Lenny doesn't like her family. Child, I don't know. I think Lenny don't like her family because Lenny just is an asshole. Listen, Lisa is the Mia of the show. She married for money and she stayed married for money. And she put up with Lenny shit and she had them babies. She thought that was going to be her guaranteed paycheck. And Lenny was like, not so fast. Oh, wow. Oh, Janelle, I wish I had known before you met her. I love Dr. Nicole. I love her. She's my favorite on the show. All right, so that's Potomac. That's Miami. Now over to the Beverly Hills, child. Crystal done got fired. Now listen, ain't nobody gonna cry, Argentina. We not gonna. I ain't no more upset about her getting fired than I was about Robin getting fired. Okay, it just is what it is. I ain't mad. I ain't upset. I ain't even thinking about it. It happened. It's the shit. Okay, it's what it is. Okay. But baby, why did Anne Marie come down to the good old Twitter and try to read Crystal talking about karma is a bitch, baby? Hold on, let me find it. I don't want to misquote Anne Marie, child. I don't want to misquote the girl. I'm going to tell y'all what she said. Honey. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go back to Potomac for a second. Y'all remind me to go back to Potomac. Oh, did I screenshot it? Yes, I did. Why is saying... Why Anne Marie... Oh, shoot. I didn't screenshot what Anne Marie said, so I'm just going to paraphrase. She basically said, you're going to reap what you sow. When you try to do bad by me, you're going to take yourself out. Baby, why Crystal gonna say, worry about your transphobic R word of a husband? I said, well, damn. That Crystal account. Oh, it wasn't really Crystal. Okay, then I take it back. It wasn't Crystal. Never mind. Damn, I thought it was Crystal. Never mind, it ain't Crystal, y'all. All right. Delete. My bad. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Delete. Okay. But let me go back to, I do have one more thing to go back to with Crystal. Hold on. So Candace did an interview where she said that Bravo asked her to scale it back. And she also said that the clip that we saw, an unaired clip, or I think it was on the Peacock version, I'm not sure, where Candace said that she felt like the only reason why Giselle supported her was because of her hate for Monique. Duh. Girl, we've been trying to tell you that. We told y'all when it ma'am, Candace, excuse me, we told you that when it happened, whether you liked Monique or not, whether you thought Monique was right, wrong, or whatever, we told you that the only reason why Giselle was going as hard as she was going is because she was trying to get Monique off of the show. We told you that. And Monique also told you gonna be next. Now, granted, they took a year off from you and they went to Wendy that next season. Okay. Wendy was their target next season. But girl, they told you. So I don't understand why everybody acting like Candace had some great revelation. Girl, Candace, we tried to tell you that shit. You didn't want to listen. You didn't want to believe nobody. You really thought that Giselle was really trying to be your friend. Giselle ain't the only person that Giselle fucks with for real is Robin. And I think she would throw Robin ass under the bus if she had to. Again, I told you guys that I said it when we talked about it the other day. I said that I think that Giselle knew that the writing was on the wall for Robin. I feel like Giselle has been advocating for Robin. And honestly, I feel like Giselle has saved Robin's job. If I'm being honest, I think Giselle has saved Robin's job on more than one occasion. We know whether y'all choose to believe what I'm telling y'all or not. I'm telling you what I know, but y'all don't want to be believing me. We know that Monique leaving the show saved Robin's job. Robin had not gotten a contract. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. Robin had not gotten a contract at the end of season 5. Monique had gotten her contract. Now, I know y'all don't like it when I say that. For the people who hate Monique or think Monique should have got fired, I hate to be the one to tell y'all Monique did not get fired. Monique absolutely had a contract for season 6. Monique absolutely had a contract for season 6. Robin did not have a contract for season 5. For season 6. And if you guys remember, go back in your memory banks. After that final episode of the reunion aired, Monique went live that night and announced that she was not coming back to the Real Housewives of Potomac. The very next day, it was announced that Robin was returning. Why we didn't get an announcement about Robin coming back until after Monique said she wasn't? Because when Monique quit, they said, fuck it, let's bring Robin back. Y'all ain't got to believe me. I'm telling you what I know. Y'all ain't got to believe me. So for all the people that was like, Monique she didn't get to have a contract. She got fired. Monique absolutely had a contract. So I believe that Giselle has advocated for Robin on at least 1 to 2 occasions, right? But I think that this time, even Giselle knew. I think at least this time, Giselle knew that Robin wasn't giving them what they wanted. Because I absolutely believe that production sat down with Robin, whether it was Bravo or whether it was the production company, sat down with Robin before the season started and said, listen, this is it. Because they were pissed off about the way things went down with this affair. They hated the fact that Robin knew it the whole season and sat on it and didn't say shit. Even when Karen brought it up, she played stupid like she didn't know what Karen was talking about. And tried to deflect and talk about Karen was down in Vegas with some man in a Redskin shirt. And the best thing that Giselle did this season was make friends with Karen. It all makes sense to me now why Giselle was so open to mending her friendship with Karen. Now it makes sense because she knew Robin ass was out. And she needs an ally next season. She needs an ally next season. Robin's gone. Ashley got 1 foot in and 1 foot out the door. Candace flip-flops too. Y'all ignore Candace crying to be Robin's friend. Is that not the same thing? Child, I don't care. To me, they all flip-flop. I'm only talking about the fact that Candace really thought that Giselle was her friend. She really did. And now she acting like she had this great revelation when we tried to tell you all along. Anyway. That's just like on New Jersey. All of a sudden, Teresa this season is friends again with what's her name? Schneider, Gold Schneider. Because Teresa needs allies. All right. So that's the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, child. Now the Real Housewives of New York, we know that they've started filming for the season 2 of the reboot. And we found out today who the new, I think we might have already knew this, but let's talk a little bit about who the new housewife is going to be. The new housewife is a woman by the name of Rebecca Minkoff. I don't know if she's related to Crystal or not. We're going to find out. Rebecca Minkoff is joining the Real Housewives of New York, season 15. A source close to production says the fashion designer has been filming with the cast for the new season in an unspecified role. So they haven't decided whether she's going to be a main character or just a friend of yet. Bravo has yet to confirm whether she'll be holding an apple. Minkoff co-founded with her brother the Rebecca Minkoff brand, which specializes in luxury handbags, accessories, and apparel. In September 2018, she established the Female Founder Collective, a network of women-led businesses that invest in women's financial power and empowers female-owned businesses. Oh, that's cute. The designer is no stranger to Bravo. She has been a guest judge on Project Runway. Throughout the years, other reality TV appearances include Ease, So Cosmo, and as one of the investors in Lifetime's Project Runway fashion startup. I think I do remember her. Because y'all know I love me some Project Runway. Bravo recently announced that the entire... Okay, now it's just going into the reboot or whatever. Yeah, me too, dead top. The minute I heard Project Runway, I was like, okay. And her face looked familiar too. Now I know where. So... All right, y'all, that's it. We've been here almost 2 hours. I did not think we would be here for no damn 2 hours. I didn't feel like I had enough to talk about for 2 hours. But yeah, here we are. I'm going to go get me some dinner, and I'm going to watch the first episode of the O.J. Simpson. I'm going to take my notes, and either tomorrow or Thursday, we'll talk about it. It's going to depend on what I get, if I get the whole hour and a half today. Because the episodes are an hour and a half, I'm not going to do... I'll just do one episode at a time. Because I'm not promising that I'm going to sit here and do 3 hours worth of notes. That's a lot. Now, I do have a question for the tribe. It's 224 y'all in the room. I do have a question. I've been kind of on the fence about this, and I've been back and forth, so there's no guarantee that I'm going to actually do it. I do not have a guarantee that I'm going to actually do this. Because the streets are so dry, y'all, as far as shows to review, and I'm trying to get back into doing my reviews on a regular basis and a more up-to-date basis. Are y'all interested in me doing Love and Marriage Huntsville? I don't know if I want to do it. I do not know if I want to step back into that cesspool. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. Never mind. Change it. I'm not doing it. I can't, y'all. I can't. I have been back and forth. I can't go back. I can't. Never mind. Forget I just said any of that. Forget I said any of that. I'm done. I can't. Because now, as soon as I started talking, my mind started going back. I was like, nope, I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. Moving on. A little bit. Okay, I see 50-50. I see maybe. I see 2 no's. Okay, I see 3 no's. Only if it's dry. Yeah, if it gets too... I'm going to have to see. Y'all. We'll see. Yes, as long as I don't become one of those. Well, see, that's part of the problem is what is... I'm not one of the... I'm not a mellometer. And that's why the show it wasn't fun to review anymore. Because I couldn't say anything about Mel. Like, if I said I didn't like her hairdo, people would jump out the sky. People would fall out the sky. I was thinking about doing as a members only, and that way I know that I don't have to deal with I wouldn't have to deal with the toxic. But then I also know that that would exclude some of my people who who don't want to become members or can't become members. So I'm gonna have to consent. I'm gonna have to keep thinking about it. Oh wow, Red Lobster. It says Red Lobster is thinking about reporting for bankruptcy. I wouldn't be mad about that. No, just turn off the comments. Do the show when something ends. But I gotta watch it from the beginning so I know what the hell is going on. The question was, do y'all want me to go back to the Real Housewives? I mean, to Love and Marriage Huntsville. But like I said, I was thinking about doing it as members only. And then, like I said, that way I know it eliminates some of the toxicity. Some of the toxicity. Anyway, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Let me get off of here, y'all. Peace.